Are you? Try to break free. Shh, get down. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath or you're alerted. Do as he says. Struggle. Imminent crisis. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Keep your head down. Secretly stare at it. After the beast lies, you apologize to the next day, the beast did not notice you. I kind of wanted to look at it. Going by the clothes, you're a Septimon gladiator, eh? Huh, I used to be just like you. Lost the big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. The skills honed for battle are nearly tools for survival. Septimon has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Ask Hunter what you should do. Only a madman would go after a lion. I know what I'm doing. I have my reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge about your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast for the following days. After a few days, you've managed to get a grasp. You've managed to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion. Thus, you march forward the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then, a sudden dread freezes in your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears. The lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while its claws, like scythes, tear wounds in the earth. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take your breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to quickly analyze the cave's environment, dodge its attack, and search for a weak point. Just before the lion beast pounces on you, you slash with all of your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down onto the lion's gaping jaws. It's not over yet. It still has fight. Fearless trial bearer. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodges force its claw into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull. The beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Finally, the trial has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards a stream. Clear water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly into nature's cradle. In nature's cradle. Continue. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter. The fish vanish. You sense the forest's unease at your presence. Are they afraid of me? The critters panic. Plunges you into reflection for the first time. You realize that power can instill fear. You desire more power. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes the second trial upon you. I know full well the next one won't be easy. What is it this time? Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all of the warriors of 𝓶𝓾𝓼𝓲𝓬 have 2 lives. Kato seemed to mention this before. One by their parents, and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. I'm trying to forcibly, not... Because I read super fast, so I've read the entire sentence as it comes up. I'm trying not to, basically read the start and then like jump all the way toward the end. It's kind of tough. So I have to like forcibly like control my words for a minute when I'm reading. For your second trial, ellipses, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me that you are worthy of standing in the arena. Calmly accept. Turn with disgust as you wave to accept. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of 𝓗𝓼𝓲𝓬. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They do not care who you are, but they only want to see when you will fall. True. Hate watchers. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How will she even carry those swords? Focus on the opponent before you. You've grown used to this kind of noise. Deafening cheer numb your fatigue. The sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Suppress your desire to kill. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. One by one, the gladiators you've challenged grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Silently plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Raise your opponent's sword. Even in 𝓗𝓼𝓲𝓬, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you'll need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted 𝓗𝓪𝓷𝓰, a frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who 𝓗𝓗's father is? His lordship is the strongest sponsor of the Aegon, says a noble servant. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. 𝓗𝓗 has the best mentor, the finest weapon. Oh, so what? The house behind 𝓗𝓗 comes to you with an offer, a perfect job, and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Take the offer. Rip the contract. Justice and the sword. Rip up the contract. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the nobles spits curses in your face. My bad. Indigestion still. Respond calmly. Nice, we hit. You're ignorant. You ignorant country peasant. Why did bro say that like a slur? Hello? Can you relax, man? Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Huh. Then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting any. Let's go. There's no point in talking sense to an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. Almost died on Wolf Dude. Did you beat him? They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. You feel nothing. Retaliate with the same insults. The day arrives. 𝓗𝓗 accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility at stake, as the stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore, but a few days prior. I'm gonna turn my build into one-way DPS, but it seems not fun though. Well, 𝓗𝓷𝓲𝓬, you know what's not fun? Not dying. As long as you're not dying, you're winning. You didn't die. My lungs are still partially inflamed, about like 20-25%. I should be able to make a full recovery. But it probably would be fixed already if I actually slept properly or actually took time to rest like a normal human being. Yeah. But the nobles wield only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Approach the noble seats. Stare at the nobles with content. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shatter before real strength. Step on Victor's helmet. Toss the helmet back to Victor. The crowd erupts in cheer and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords. Is that a 99 opponents defeated? Is that a reference to 99 knights? Because that goes kind of hard. In WUWA, they make a lot of references. 99 Nights is one of my favorite genres, so that's pretty neat. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and do not challenge you, except one. Adriel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. A sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Talents no longer matter to me. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Adriel, or Eridel, you arrive as promised. As always, spectators crowd the arena. Even the old school noble is present this time. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours. His crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Aridel's armor is unusually heavy. You're all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Keep calm. Anger brews within you. You shift your pace, luring Aridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few rounds, his steps grow loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Now's the chance. Your sword stops just before the neck of the Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent. And almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. Stab. 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 Is that so? Kill. 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 Right here? Now? Aridel closes his eyes and accepts his face. Victory is already mine. Let's leave it here. In front of everyone's watchful eye. You only take Aridel's sword, and then you bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel a sense of relief. Live. 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 Leave the cheers behind you. Look back at the crowd and wave. The next day, you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Aridel is merely made of Septimonian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. I mean, we're already maxed out, so fuck it. Let's juice it up. Power beyond any Septimonian. I'm ready for my third trial. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of